How's it going, Capricorn? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. So first of all, thank you for joining me on the channel and welcome to your January 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. So I use the same deck and the same spread for the mid-month reading. So I have the Starman tarot card deck in my hands, and we'll be using the Starguide spread to do this reading for you. And this is quite a colorful reading. You know, it's a bit of an expose, so I hope you guys enjoy. Just keep in mind it's a, general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it's winter here and it's really slippery, and I was going out to my car the other day and I slipped on the ice and I kind of like torqued my body and I felt a snap in my breastbone. So if you see me like sitting like Frankenstein, you know, there's a reason for that, because like, wow, I was like, whoa, if I hadn't had my card to grab onto, I would have like done a lip stand right there. But anyway, I'm okay, just a little bit of a, you know. So anyway, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing out some cards here. The first card placement is going to reflect your present situation based on the energy of your sign at the time I start pulling cards. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so, oh man. So my mind thinks in music streams. So I just started getting a song right away from Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. So, so part of that song is to remember that you're strong, and she like belts out, we are strong. So this is something for you guys to really remember as the battlefield approaches. I have no idea what's going on here. This is going to be on an individual basis. This is a general reading for your energy, but Five of Swords, it's like, okay, something is going to be hard fought and hard won for you guys. But just remember your inner strength. And if you need like a power ballad to get you going, it's Pat Benatar. Love is a Battlefield. This is a very cool song from the 80s. So I'm going to have a look and see what's going on here. The next card is going to try to answer the question, what is the conflict happening here? The cause of conflict? Oh boy. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords here. So, I'm getting from my spirit guides, what did you do, Capricorn? I'm getting a really strong sense here that you might have tried to hide something from somebody. Okay? Maybe told a little bit of a white lie and now it's coming back to haunt you. There's something here that you probably weren't 100% transparent about, and now it's coming around, Capricorn. This could have been like overspending on something, or, you know, maybe you left work a little bit early, but you didn't bother telling your boss. You're like, it's okay. But something like that, you know, that could have been a very small thing to you, might not all of a sudden be so small. Okay, so this is where this battlefield is coming from. That sort of the dog ate my homework explanation is not going to fly on this one. Five of Swords, okay, that's pretty heavy. Seven of Swords, this is like where you really want to just not face it. So I was shuffling and I was about ready to select your card for changes needed in order to face the challenge. So this card fell out, so I'm going to keep it. Oh, you've got the Emperor. So he is like not going to back down, but he's going to explain why. You know, there was something very foundational in the reason that you took this little bit of a license. You know, maybe you felt like there was something being like there was some wrong that you could correct by like that leaving early, you know, or overpaying for something or short paying something. There was sort of a glitch in the matrix that you guys were trying to fix. And you probably already spoke to somebody in a position of power, or spoke to your partner or your spouse or whoever the injured party is. You probably already spoke to them, and they just probably gave you like that slow eye drop, and you know, they're like, whatever, you know. So there's like, you're trying to correct a perceived injustice here, but it could blow up in your face a little bit, just so you know. So the change that you guys need to remember when somebody is going to come and call you on this, as you're like, I spoke to you about this. You know, you're going to have to stand your ground. The Emperor is looking into the future and building something. And this is potentially something that could affect other people in either like a labor law type of a way, or human rights type of a way, or just even the basic human consideration. You know, so there's an opportunity for you to really stand on top of whatever this motivation was and use it as a foundation for the future, and not just you, other people following behind you. So I think that's actually really cool, you know, because I just saw the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to write that down. You know, when these two cards came out, the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, that's all I saw. And you know what? That's all that this person is going to see in it too, is the tip of the iceberg. So you're going to have to explain that, and not in like a lofty, shirty way, like, well, you know, I did this because, and you're, you know, just really sort of step into that calm and say, well, maybe it wasn't the right thing to do, but this is why. And I'd really like you to listen to me this time, because I broached this subject with you in the past and you just ignored me. Like, and maybe you had to leave work early to pick up your kids from daycare or something. There was something significant, and you were, this angle is bothering me, and you were denied it. So you're going to have to stand your ground on this one, Capricorn, because you have it. The sand is not shifting underneath you. You have a very strong case here, and you might have been a bit of a, I don't want to say vigilante, because that just brings in a bad connotation, but you know, it's just, you're a pioneer doing this. You really are. So let's see what your strengths are going to be here, you guys. So you've got the King of Wands, and this is like, I love this combined energy for you. The changes needed in order to face the challenges, and then the strengths. Look at these two guys. This is like a complete powerhouse of like emotional and mature level of strength here. You know, the King of Wands, he's like, and what? You know, you've got nothing to say. Like, maybe you colored outside the lines a little bit, Capricorn, but there was something that you deserved that you didn't get, and you were trying to rectify the situation. And the King of Fire is just going to stand his ground, and so is the Emperor. You know, so you need to remember this energy when you know, get that call to the principal's office. You know, you just want to, all right, well, here it is, but be prepared for it. You know, be that warrior of truth, and use that as your argument, your basis for whatever it is that you felt that you had to do. Very interesting. I'm really liking this reading. I'm really enjoying it. I really like when people stand up for the little people, or stand up for their rights. You know, doing things that are legal doesn't mean they're always right. You know, there's always like a moral subtext to things, and I like what I'm seeing here for you guys, and you really could change things for the future. So I'm going to pull a card for other challenges. Very interesting. So I've got the Wheel card here for you guys. So like that change I was seeing, that it could change the fabric of your life and the fabric for people around you. Like, okay, well, maybe we'll start giving more fair breaks, or letting people leave work early if they have to, or, you know, whatever it is that you stood your ground and say, well, maybe I didn't do this with the permission that I needed, or, you know, whatever. but it's going to move things. It's going to probably be a little bit abrasive for you because the wheel card is coming up in the position of other challenges, but it just goes on forever. It just goes on forever. Like, really look at this. Like, I'm going to hold this card here for a second. So here's the main wheel, right? But then it reverberates out and reverberates out and reverberates out. So you might cause some sort of social media stir by doing this. And this could be like, you could be thrust into the center of a spotlight or being interviewed for the news. And, you know, it could be very strange, but this is what social change looks like. And it's like that you are sort of the root cause of this social change or whatever, but it's very cool. Very cool what I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn. So be really prepared for that. And it just might not be easy, like all of a sudden being exposed on, you know, being on camera, being interviewed, being recognized. Not everybody's going to be your fan, right? That's the downside of social media and being all of a sudden, you know, known. You know what I mean? So that could be very challenging for you. Wow. Okay, so the last card I'm pulling here is the outcome card, and here's the Tower. So there is definitely changes happening. You know, this is a necessary change for you and the people around you and, you know, maybe your coworkers, like whatever it is that sort of triggered this Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords that looks like a little bit of a sneaky thing to other people. This could be the social justice movement of the century, you know, and that's not anything small. So here's the Tower, you know, on the heels of the Wheel, and things are going to get set off. You know, you can see that this Tower is like, it's drawing a lot of attention to itself. It's being very flashy and showy. But this is also changes that need to happen. And you're being asked to remember how strong you are in the face of this change that you probably had absolutely no idea was going to happen because you just wanted your half hour back. You know, you just really wanted the deal that you were promised. You know what I'm saying? You just really saw something and went, well, that's not fair. You know, so I am going to leave half an hour early because I have to get to the doctor, or I'm going to short pay that invoice because this is what you quoted me and now you're over quoting me. You know, so there's something here that you're doing because it's an injustice for you, but at the end of the day, it could be justice for all. Wow. Go Capricorn. Love and light, guys. Take care. Bye.